Alright guys, welcome back to some more Monster Energy Supercross 3. Today, we have another challenge video to do. This is the 25 Bridge Custom Beast. And what you see here is an overview of the track. So you can kind of see where the bridges are and how the track layout is. And compare it to what I'm going to show you here in a second. I'm going to show you a comparison here to a custom track that is built out of bridges and nothing else. Main reason why I want to show you is to show you kind of roughly how many bridges you might be able to fit in the large outdoor stadium. And it's just an estimate, so you might be able to build a track that has more bridges in it than what I have here. But you can fit roughly 70-ish bridges in a custom track if all you do is bridges. But we've seen tracks that are made in this way and they're not. I mean, there really isn't a point. It's not fun, and you're not even using them as an over-under. You're pretty much just treating it as a jump. And, I mean, there's better options if all you want to do is build a track with the same jump. You know what I mean? So that's pretty much a breakdown of the track. And I do want to mention that I did go under each bridge. Every bridge on this track I went under, except for the first one. I messed that up. I could have done it if I would have redid the track, and then I probably could have went under that first bridge that I didn't technically use as the right way, and then wrapped around the top of the start. But I already had the track pretty much finished, and I didn't feel like redoing the entire track, so yeah, technically we broke our own rule. It's just one, so I didn't feel like it was that big of a deal. If it's a really big deal, technically it would be 24 bridges and not 25. I didn't feel like it was that big of a deal, so let's jump into this and check out the track. So before we jump into the main track, I do want to show you the concept track that I showed you at the beginning. We've seen this kind of track in the first and second Supercross games. And yeah, it was kind of interesting the first time we saw it, but now, I mean, it's not fun. It's just a single over each bridge. You know, there really isn't any challenge to making it. And it's not fun, and we don't even go underneath any of the bridges. Alright, so here we go. Here is the track we actually built. And for the most part, I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, we do have a bunch of the sections where a jump over the bridge and then landing on the back side, but I did try to throw in a little bit of variety where it's not the same over and over again. But if you actually try to do this challenge, it is tough to come up with some variety, because the bridge is kind of it always has been a little bit awkward to use, because it does take up a lot of space, and you can't, and they have to be a certain distance from each other. They can't be too close. So that was a bit tough to deal with, but I feel like it came out okay. And then here on this section, I was trying to be a little bit different. But I mean, it pretty much comes out to either being a jump over the bridge or jumping off or landing on top of it and stepping off. That's pretty much the options you have as far as using the bridge. And so I felt like some of the stuff was a bit repetitive, but I did try to have a bit of variety in the track. So I did throw in a few jumps here and there that were not the bridge. And if I hadn't done that, we could have squeezed in a couple more bridges, but the point of the track was to use as many bridges as possible, but have the track be as tolerable as possible. You know what I mean? You know, try to make it fun and challenging and not just a sucky track that has bridges everywhere. But by far the toughest part about trying to make a track like this was trying to obviously try to put as many bridges in as possible, but have to go underneath every one. So use every bridge as it should be used. That was the toughest part about it. And then here at the end, it does get a bit single over the bridge, single over the bridge. That's a bit unfortunate, but I was trying to, I panicked a bit. I was trying to squeeze in as many of the bridges as I could. And I kind of wanted to have a tunnel, you know, like an extended tunnel. And so that's why we have 4 bridges right there. And then we go underneath of it. And then hit this double, which was actually probably one of the toughest parts about the track, because you hit it at a bit of an odd angle. So that's kind of what made that section a bit tough. And then we head back down the start and jump over this bridge. And that is pretty much a lap. Wrap back around and it connects to the start straight. So there you go. That is the track walk. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it. This part of the track was actually one of the toughest parts, because if you don't hit the first jump over the bridge, it's like really tough to fix yourself to be able to, you know, cleanly jump over the rest of them through that section. So that part of the track was a bit tricky, but for the way I designed it, it kind of had to be that way. I am pretty happy with how the track came out. It turned out pretty good. Now I challenge you guys to try this out and see if you can do it, or how many bridges you can put in a custom track, aside from just making a custom track that is built only out of bridges. You can't do what I was showing you at the beginning, because that's too easy. I mean, there really isn't a challenge to that. The biggest challenge would be to just have the patience to even play a track, you know, built in that way. So it has to be an actual track. It can't just be bridge after bridge after bridge. It has to be built like an actual track. Maybe throw in some extra stuff like I did that isn't just bridges. We have a couple tables, you know. It has to resemble an actual track, but have as many bridges in it as possible. And you have to go under each bridge. Well, you can go over it, but the track still has to run underneath of it. So you have to use each bridge as an actual bridge, and it has to resemble an actual track. It's not that easy. It really wasn't. I mean, I spent a couple days working on this. I mean, not non-stop, obviously. But I spent a couple days, a couple evenings trying to build this track and figure out how many bridges I could put in. I mean, when I was done, I felt like 25 bridges was a lot. But after testing to see how many bridges we could squeeze into a track, 25 really wasn't that many. You know, I felt like it was a lot, and then knowing you can put 70 plus bridges in a track, 25 isn't that big of a number. But that is going to wrap up this video. You guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really does mean a lot. I am on PC for this video. I have not validated the track yet. When I do, I will let you guys know the name of the track, so you can try it out if you are on PC. But yes, I do challenge you guys to try this out yourself. If you do try it, let me know the name of the track in the comments of this video, and I will try it out. And the goal is to have more bridges in your track than what I had in mind, while maintaining the resemblance of an actual track. That is the main goal. So again, you guys and girls are absolutely amazing. Thank you so much for the support on the channel lately. It really means a lot. And until the next video, take it easy.